Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm going to say thank you, 400 Scribers. That is amazing. On that note, I have an amazing game. Me, Hoops, Drewski are platooned up, and I really wanted to feature this for you guys because I want to show you how to play heavy tanks. Alright, so we're all in our mouse, and right away you want to make sure that you let everyone know to defend the base. And that you're going to be in position. You don't want to get too far away from the white circle or that's on the ground there, or the green circle on the mini map. And then another thing that's really good is to just protect Artie. And you see our Artie left the circle, so then we decide that we're going to leave the circle and just make sure that Artie stays safe. And Artie's going back here, which is an interesting play. It'll take the Reds a long time to get to Artie when he's down in this little hole. So we're going to come over here and just protect Artie. You see Hoops is in there already. And then what we wanted to do was like provide a shield for Artie, but he doesn't seem to want to be protected by us. So he starts to back up a little bit. And I guess to me, I'm like, okay, well, if Artie doesn't want a shield, at least we'll just kind of defend here. And then I'm looking for some shots. I don't know if the Reds made it this far. And then a Carnarvon comes and helps us, which is good because then the Carnarvon knows how to play his heavy tank. So there's 4 of us. Unfortunately, there's some heavy tanks that went way too far away from the green circle on the map. They're like in F2, F1, and then we have 2 that ran away because they're scared down the 8 line for some reason. But you can't win unless you protect Artie, so that's important. There's a Panzer 7 out there, looking for a shot in his cheek. Not feeling too confident with AP rounds. So we just throw a shell over there. We don't pen him. Now we're going to switch to APCR, so hopefully we can get some pens in. I get shot in the side of the turret. There, we get a shot into the Panzer 7. E5 that shot me, I think, is in the Abbey. Yeah, it's right there. I go to shoot at him and he backs up. He must be scared. Alright, so we get another shot into the Panzer 7. We back up. You see, this is why we don't leave the base in our heavy tanks, because it's 5-1 already. And for some reason, everyone that left the base is dead. So the 1 line is actually making a pretty good push. However, the 8 line, there's only 1 heavy left, and the middle's gone. It's looking pretty bleak, but we're not going to let them take Artie that easy. We're not going to. That's our job. Alright, so something's targeting me. Go back up while I'm loading. Don't need to take shots while I'm loading. Come back up. Ah, we lose Hoops. Death Star kills Hoops. But our Artie takes down the Waffle. And that's why you want to keep him alive, because he can just wipe off any tank on the map. So it's me, Drewski, and this Carnarvon left. Four to 8. Now at this point I'm thinking I can't really pull over there because I'll get shot by the Death Star. So if we let them come to us, we should be good. Just gonna peek up, try to get a shot into this E5, and the Chieftain tracks me. Death Star puts a big shell into me. 60 TP. Puts me down to 40 hit points. Get my track fixed, I back up. They retract me. Bouncing shells like crazy. The mouse has got good armor. And here comes the E5. We try to shoot into his lower plate and he backs up. And our Artie's dead. I don't know what happened to our Artie. Probably because he didn't stay in this hole with us, had he done that. Try shooting into his lower plate again, and I hit his track. My motor's broke here, so it's pretty tough to maneuver the mouse at that point. So they got lucky. Alright, I'm just kidding, guys. Obviously, do not play heavies like that, but I hope you got a good laugh, because that's how some heavy players actually play their heavies, especially like super heavies. They're like, oh, just because it goes 10 kilometers an hour means I can't actually drive to a choke. Don't be that guy. Actually drive to the choke. I was just trying to get in the head of those players and think, you know, what goes through their mind when they do stupid shit like that. Excuse my French. But that really works me up. It actually took me a little while to actually do it. We talked about doing it. I brought it up for a video, and we talked about doing it for a while, and then finally we decided to do it when we got Abby, because that's a small map. It's got that little hidey hole. Worked out perfect. We all couldn't stop laughing. It was a good time. Not that we're going to do it often. It's the one and only time that I really am going to do it. This is the main game. This is the game that I've been, like, I haven't been able to show you guys because I wanted to save it for the 400 Scribers. Alright, the Crommy pulls up there and I kill him. We're on Swamp. This is one of my favorite maps in a mobile medium with good vision. I'm in my Cruncher, and we're going to get some vision across here. Got this KV3 spotted in the middle. Spot another medium tank in the distance there. There's a tank over here I can't quite see. Looking to see where he's shooting from. I do have binos on this tank. So since I'm not spotted, I'm going to put my binos up. Hoping that he shoots. I figure if he shoots, I'll probably be able to spot him. Now they sent a lot of tanks over to the 0 line. We only have 2, but we do have 2 tanks in like G7, which can fight those guys coming off the 0 line. However, our guy in C9 is now surrounded, so chances are we're going to lose that pretty hard. It's 1-5 already, so it's looking like the mouse game already. SU-152 spotted there. We get its track off. Bounce a shell. I think we retrack him. Meant to do damage there, but whatever. Alright, there it is. That Hellcat is what was still hiding there. So we're able to shut him down. Get a shot into him. And now they're coming off the 0 line, so what I want to do is put pressure down into the swamp. Make sure the middle's clear, because that's going to be my exit strategy. We're able to rip the KV5's head off. We're up to 3 kills. And now, rather than coming all the way down the 0 line, they start to divert through the middle. So, definitely not my exit strategy anymore. But generally what will happen is they'll push down the 0 line, and then they'll start to come over like F0, H0. And when they do that, I like to get shots from the ridge line and then move into the middle once they start to push over the 8 line, 7 line, whatever you want to call it. Alright, it is 4-7. So our team's battling back, pushing up the castle side now. And I thought that Centurion was going to keep going. Unfortunately, he stopped, so I hit his track. And there's something looking at me, so we can figure out what it is. We got the Yudes right there. Able to shut him down up to 4 kills. 5 to 8. Now they're starting to close the distance a little bit. If they coordinated this a little bit better, I think I'd be more scared, but they're kind of just wildly driving in here. As long as I land my shots, it should be okay. So C-25's coming over. Not enough gun depression to take that guy out. Try to help my heavy out here. Get a shot in the back of the E-25. He drives away. Now is this medium going to pull all the way out? No. Alright, then Centurion might be up. Let me knock some stuff out of the way. It's up to 8 to 9. Able to kill that Centurion. We got a top gun. Tie it up, 9-9. Now the guys on the 1 line are pretty much stuck. It's going to be tough for them to be able to drive out past that point. Now I feel like the E-25 is looking at me from somewhere. Sure enough, there he is back there. I figured that sneaky little snake was over there. Panther 2 shoots, misses. Or not Panther 2, it's just a Panther. We're able to block that. We've blocked quite a few. Almost up to 1,000 damage. Or I'm sorry, it's 600 blocked, 800 assisted. Almost 900 assisted. I'm going to widen up my angle. Don't want to drive over that ridge because the E-25 could see me and shoot me, and then the Panther put me in a crossfire. So I'm trying to isolate one firing lane. You know what, if I get shot by the Panther, at least I'll be able to shoot back. If I get shot by the E-25, at least I'll be able to shoot back. And now we just lost our M445, I think, on the 1 line. So come over here. I'm going to put this house in between me and the E-25, and it's just going to be me and this Panther. Shut him down. Tied it back up, 10-10. We're up to 7 kills. Got this E-25. As soon as we get a shell, we take him down. And now we've cleaned up our side, which looked pretty bleak. But thankfully this heavy tank T-32 over here stayed cool. And I really needed him, at least just for intimidation factor. And this ISM is crossing. T-32 puts a shell into him, which makes him a 1-shot for me. I'm able to take him down. We're up to 9 kills right now. If I had that ISU 152 at the beginning, we'd be able to be at pools. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Our KV2 is able to take down their Challenger. So now there's just 2 left. I got pools on my mind, but I don't want to throw this either. But it's 5-2, so we're going to push forward. And this is one of my favorite. This is my favorite mercenary tank. The big top was pretty fun until it got nerfed. But this thing can get the job done. I love this gun. The turret's bouncy. And the +1, -1 that's going on right now. It's definitely a benefit to this thing. Now we hit a bump there, but it's not enough to shake our gun off of the enemy tank. And we have a 3v1, and this definitely can be won by the T-32. I'm not able to get a penetrating shot into him. He gets one into me. I want to try to bring him out into the open because my 2 guys are sitting on the hill waiting for him to come over. So I'm going to look for side shots here, but I'm also going to try to bait him over. And then I decide, you know what, let's just go for it. And this guy seems like a decent player with a good crew in there. And I'm not able to take him down. So I was hoping that these heavy tanks would push forward a little bit faster. Unfortunately, they didn't. And I definitely could have waited for them, but my adrenaline was running. I was pretty excited. T-32s trade shots, and their T-32 is going to struggle to take down a full Tiger II while he's a one-shot. Can it be done? Absolutely, but it will be a little bit difficult for him. So Tiger II pulls up to the KV-2's dead body that the T-32 was trying to stay held down behind, and here we go. Endgame stats, 4,000 damage, 800 assisted, 10 kills, throw down a Pool's Medal. My third one or fourth one, I can't remember if my Progetto was my third or fourth, but I had one for the longest time. Then I threw down my second one in my 50 TP, which is awesome Pool's Medal at the last second, and then got one in my Progetto, stealing kills, and now work hard just maintaining the map awareness in my cruncher. Pool's Medal. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate all the support. More videos to come. I'll quit babbling. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.